Hello and welcome to episode 102 on the Online Trainers Podcast. Today's topic is the secrets to scaling your business in 2017. Hello and welcome to the Online Trainers Podcast, where we go behind the scenes to uncover the latest tactics and strategies top trainers around the world are using to get more clients, dominate their marketplace, and get their clients amazing results. There is absolutely no fluff here. I'm your host, Lynn Trim. Now, I'm really excited to share this podcast topic or talk about this today, because I know that if you understand what I'm about to share with you over the next 5, 6, 7, 10 minutes, then it's going to change the course of 2017 for your business. If you are in the fitness industry and if you're in the coaching industry, awesome. I know there are a fair few coaches that listen to this podcast show as well, who are in the business coaching, the life coaching industry as well. But understand that what I'm about to share with you is actually going to help take you from operating inside of your business to operating outside of your business. And I know that these terminologies and these lingo patterns, such as working in and out of your business, are quite commonly used, but I haven't seen many people successfully pull it off. That is, at the same time, inside of my business, I'm still working in the business, and at the same time, I'm pulling myself out. So what I truly believe is that you need to be able to work in the business and create the systems and then pull yourself out of the business. So I don't know, and I think a lot of business coaches and gurus will preach about how they've taken themselves out of their business, but I quite like the fact that I have a challenge when I'm in the business. I can innovate, I can problem solve, and then I create systems around it. I document everything down on how I do it so that I can get somebody else to replicate that task for me, and that's how I take myself out of the business. And I think if you're continually innovating, you need to understand what it's like to be inside of the business, and you understand what tasks are required, but also at the same time, it's moving constantly in and out of the business. But that's a completely other topic. Now today I'm excited because I think that if you understand this concept, you know, if you've been listening to this podcast show throughout 2016, I've been talking about niching down. It's probably been the backbone of helping hundreds of trainers achieve success. Really, they've achieved success because it's easier to achieve success in a smaller niche than it is a larger niche. You're going to become the expert authority a lot quicker if you niche down and you choose a small niche. If you focus on training dads who are over 30 inside the gym, you're going to have much greater success and better traction because there's obviously less competition than it is in a broader niche. But why I'm telling you to niche down is because as the market becomes saturated, and as what you have to understand is that the internet is adding up and becoming a pile of content, and that's what it is. It's curating content over time, and we live in a world where we're drowning in information. There's so much information out there that people will be paid, you will be paid to tell me and curate the best amount of content and get me the fastest, most easiest, simplest strategy to get me to my end result. That's why you're going to get paid as a coach in 2017. I think one of the two things that you need to understand in the secrets to scaling your business is understanding your niche. Okay, understanding your niche. Let's say I'm a dad inside of the dad market and I train dads and I help dads get into better shape. But understanding your ideal client, I think this second piece that I'm going to put together for you is even more important than the niching part, is that who is your ideal client? Now, I know that I train dads, if I'm a dad's coach, for example, and I don't train dads, but if I were to train dads, I know I train dads. Does that mean I take on every single dad that comes and possibly is a lead? No, that's silly. How you're going to scale your business is you have to almost think about leveraging your product and service, okay? So my 12-week, 16-week program, 12-week or a 16-week program dedicated to dads can only serve my ideal client. That is, my ideal client is somebody who I actually think I can help at the highest level and actually want to help because I'm passionate about that. Now, let's say, for example, me, I'm going to bring myself into this situation, and I love working with dads. Let's say, for instance, I love working with dads, but more importantly, I love working with dads who have a solid gym foundation. They're kind of corporate guys. They go to the gym at 12 o'clock and they've got a solid gym foundation. I want to get them a great looking body to help them become more confident, help them become Superman, help them become a better role model. That is my ideal client. And therefore, the solution that I offer, the solution that I offer is tailored specifically for them. So if they buy my program, they are going from point A to point B. Point B meaning they're going to have a great hard ripped body, they're going to be twice as strong, they're going to have more sex inside of their relationship because their wife keeps drooling over them. But you get the picture, right? This is what I'm trying to paint out. And I think if you understand this, if you understand that if you go into McDonald's at the moment and you order a Big Mac, there's a certain method. Like before the Big Mac, you're feeling a certain way. After the Big Mac, you're feeling a certain way. You're feeling full, okay? And it's a certain method to providing that Big Mac. And McDonald's have got it down to a system where they can produce that Big Mac in 2 minutes and 19 seconds fresh, and it's gonna cost them X amount. And so because they've nailed that as a system, because they know this person is coming in and ordering a Big Mac, and that's what they're gonna get out on the other side. Okay, and same thing, if you're looking to truly scale your business, you need to know who your ideal client is. Because if you know who your ideal client is, you know what products and services you're going to create for them. For example, the dad, if I train a dad who likes cardio versus a couch potato dad versus a dad who has the foundations for the gym, those are 3 different products and services and programs that I have to create. Now, wouldn't it be easier to create just the one product and service program in the gym, right? Put together the 16-week program, put together the Big Mac, get these guys from point A to point B, and basically all my free content, all my podcasts, all my blogs, all my emails, all my Facebook live videos, all my Instagram posts are going out there to educate my niche market on why they should be going into the gym. And so essentially what you see is that you see these people who are inside of your niche becoming more and more your ideal client from the content that you're putting out and serving them with. And once you understand this idea, that's when you can truly scale your business, because a lot of the times, here's what I'm seeing inside of the fitness industry, is that coaches and trainers will take on anybody and everybody. Just because your niche is dads doesn't mean you take on every dad. Not every single dad is right for your program. Learn to say no. Because when you learn to say no and you educate them, and you give out all your free stuff to ascend them and educate them on how to become your ideal client. Why you're putting out your free stuff is to essentially build trust, gain authority, but also to ascend them to becoming your ideal client. Therefore, when they are your ideal client, you can plug them into your system to get the result. Now, once you've built out this system, you can scale this system, because now you're not working with 10 different dads who have 10 different problems. You're working with 10 different dads at one single starting point who want to get to one finishing point, and that makes your job a lot easier. Therefore, you can scale your business. And I'm going to repeat this again. If you understand this at its core fundamental, you will scale your business in 2017. And the reasons why you haven't scaled, and the reasons why 99% of trainers haven't scaled their business before, is because they don't truly understand who their ideal client is. Therefore, you're trying to provide 10 different solutions to 10 different, completely different problems, because I could be training dads, but I could have one dad who's a couch potato who's never done a squat before. I could have a dad who only likes doing CrossFit. I could only have a dad who likes doing cardio. I could have a dad who just has no legs, right? It's paraplegic. And therefore, I am scatterbrained. And I use the word scatterbrained because that's what you become. You become scatterbrained. So what I want to share with you today is understanding who is your ideal client inside of your niche market. Because without understanding who your ideal client and who you really want to work with and what their problems are and where they're at, you don't even know where their point A is, so how can you get them to point B? Because every time you work with a client, they've got a different point A. You need every single person at the starting line to be very, very similar. And how you do this is educate, free content. Build them, build this community, build this culture. This is where your free content is. This is where you put out goodwill, you help people, but also you get people to help themselves and become closer to becoming your ideal client. Simple as that. So your one task for today, in 2017, remember, action is king. Listening to this stuff and nodding your head in the car, whilst that makes you feel good, it's not going to pay the bills. So your one task for today is write down a list of inside of your niche. Who is your niche? Second thing is, who is your ideal client? And how can you position all your free content to ascending your niche client up to becoming your ideal client, so that then when they're ready, you can provide the Big Mac to get them from A to B. And if you get that, you're going to win the game. You'll be able to scale your business. But until you get this is the core fundamental, is the foundations being able to scale your business. So with that being said, go and send this to your accountability buddy. Go, please do this and say, hey, I'm going to send you mine. You're going to send me yours. Let's sit down. Let's get together. We're going to smash our goals in 2017. All right. I hope you learned a lot from this one. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next podcast episode. Alright, if you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes, and feel free to leave a review. In that way, I can respond and I can take that on board in developing content to serve you. Now, if you're not a part of the Online Trainers Club on Facebook, please do yourself a favor and be a part of the conversation. That's where I add daily tips, tricks, and strategies on how you can build out funnels, how you can get more clients, and ultimately become a better online coach. Thank you for listening.